Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to all of our Paul's Place supporters and friends. Thank you for being here this afternoon for this very special day featuring our children and their artistic gifts celebrating this Christmas season. Before we get started, I wanted to say a quick thank you to Dr. Paul Sinua and Pastor Julia Santa for putting this whole event together and working so patiently with our kids every week. I also want to say thank you to Mr. Henry Pelissier, our visual arts instructor, who works with the kids on Wednesdays to create beautiful artwork that you'll be able to see after the show in the courtyard. Mr. Henry also just finished a beautiful mural on the west-facing wall of our cottage, which I highly recommend you check out. Finally, I want to say thank you to Miss Moline and Miss Portia for working alongside all of our music and art instructors to coordinate all of this, which you will enjoy today. And of course, thank you to Miss Kathy for keeping all of our worlds running. On behalf of the staff of Paul's Place and the clergy and staff of St. Paul's Church, we welcome you to relax and enjoy the show, and please join in and sing along to the carols you know and love.
Rumple, pumple, who my pump. Yeah, I'm a jump, yeah, I'm on the stand jump. Yeah, I'm a jump, yeah, the beat goes dumb. Plays for me, so I'm playing for the sun. Playing for the king, playing for the title. I'm surprised you didn't hear this in the Bible. Christmas time, so here's a recital. I'm so bad, I might go, I know. I'm still young, but I go. Crazy, crazy, but I still like Daisy. I'm a drummer boy, so duh.
Shepherd's Song at Christmas by Langston Hughes. Look there at the star! I among the least will arise and take a journey to the east. But what shall I bring as a present for the king? What shall I bring to the manger? I will bring a song that I will sing in the manger. Watch out for my flocks, do not let them stray. I am going on a journey far, far away. But what shall I bring as a present for the king? What shall I bring to the manger? I will bring a lamb, gentle, meek, and mild, a lamb for the child in the manger. I'm just a shepherd boy, very poor I am, but I know there is a king in Bethlehem. What shall I bring as a present just for him? What shall I bring to the manger? I will bring my heart and give my heart to him. I will bring my heart to the manger.
A Visit from St. Nicholas by Clemens Clark Moore. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hope St. Nicholas will soon be there. The children were nested, all sung in their beds, while vision of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter nap. Without on the lawn arose a clatter. I sprung out of my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, drew up a sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a lush of midday objects below.
When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his choristers they came, and whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricanes fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the choristers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkle I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head, I was turning around. Down the chimney St. Nicholas came round with the bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose was like a cherry. His droll mouth was drawn like a bow, and his beard was on his chin was as white as snow.
The stump of a pike he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath, and a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings in turn with a jerk. And laying his finger side of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to the sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
I believe the program says this is a part where we have a history lesson. I've been asked to speak to you about the history of Paul's Place, which of course is an honor. I guess they couldn't find anybody else older than me to talk about it. Paul's Place, as we all know, is an after-school program which started in the year 2000 out of the need to serve at-risk children of predominantly Haitian descent who live in the neighborhood of our church. Across the street from the church was a family with several children who were home after school alone. They discovered a playground and subsequently an office filled with caring adults and some treats. The rector at that time realized if there was one family in need of help, there must be others. The vestry approved and funded his request to form an after-school program. This was all in the year 2000. Enrollment since then has doubled, and our students are staying with us through high school and into their college years. It became clear to us that not only was it important for us to help our students get into college, but we needed to encourage them all the way through to graduation and a degree. This continues to be a journey that we are on together. In 2014, we established the Paul's Place Scholarship Fund. The goal of this fund is to provide support for items that traditional college scholarships and financial aid do not cover. The fund has expanded to partner with several of our highly regarded private schools to offer scholarships to our elementary and middle school students. The opportunities that this scholarship helps create for our deserving children is almost unimaginable. We are currently aiding 3 students in college and 4 in private schools. Trust me, we have a pipeline full of deserving children who are coming along to take advantage of that scholarship fund. All of our kids that graduate and go on to college will be the first generation of their families pursuing a college degree. Paul's Place is a wholesome gathering place with family-like atmosphere and a disciplined environment. Our goal is to help develop strong, capable, and compassionate young adults. With the help of our generous community of which you are all part, we as neighbors are helping our neighbors and having a positive impact on many children and their families. As the historian, I can assure you we have never had such an accomplished group of professionals teaching our children in their after-school arts enrichment. Our entire group thanks Dr. Paul, Pastor Jay, and Mr. Henry for all of your efforts with our Paul's Place kids. Thank you.
At this time, I invite our Paul's Place kids to come sit with their families or their friends, but come up closer. Could our ushers make sure that they have programs and that everyone has a program? Because it's time for the Carol Sing! The Carol Sing! Thumpity thump thump. Now, I will be hiding behind the organ, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to hear you. Father Paul will be taking notes of who's not singing merrily. Oh, we have bells coming out. Look at this. I feel Christmas cheer. Okay, here we go. please join us in the courtyard for reception and to see the beautiful artwork out there. So thank you for joining us.